an ArtSmarts concert, and the ArtSmarts program is intended to teach curriculum outcomes through the arts. This year, working with Mr. McDavid, our learners have engaged in research, explored rhythm and rhyme and lyric writing, experienced tempo, genre, and beat through music composition. In researching the personalities you're going to learn about this afternoon and writing these songs, our learners have achieved outcomes in language arts, social studies, math, science, and health, as well as music. Each of the songs you will hear today is an original composition written by Mr. McDavid and our learners, and each song we will hear has representation from every grade level on stage at that time. So one class from each grade level is singing on each song. It's been a huge undertaking. The process actually began last spring when we submitted our ArtSmarts proposal. And since then, our learners have interviewed and researched Portugal Cove-sical personalities and used the information gained to write these songs. We are extremely excited to present our learning to you today. Just a little note for after the show, no learners will be dismissed until after the concert is finished. We ask that you turn off your phones and that you refrain from taking video or pictures during the show and just sit back and focus on your children and the great work that they've done.
Hi everyone, my name is Kyle McDavid, and I had the honor of working with all your kids since January of this year, putting these songs together. So before we start, I just want to say a big thank you to Mr. Long Shoemaker, who's in the front row here. He taught here last year, and he was instrumental in putting our ArtSmarts application together, really making this whole thing happen. So huge, I think, a round of applause for Mr. Shoemaker. This morning I mentioned in the first show, I've lived in Newfoundland almost 13 years now, and Beachy Cove has always had such an outstanding reputation. I just heard from parents and teachers and everything about the school, and so I was excited to start here, and that reputation definitely was proven right. The staff and students here are just incredible. I've had such an amazing time. So thank you to all of you for having me. And last but not least, we're now going to throw it over to our Beachy TV anchors for their presentation of Good to Be Here, a Cove-sical.
Welcome to your 1 o'clock Boomer News right here on Beachy TV. I'm Gabe Hayden.
And I'm Sadie Milmore.
Who are the people right here in our neighborhood? Today we will meet some of the fascinating folks from right here in our very own community of Portugal Cove, St. Phillips.
That's right, Gabe. We'll talk to an artist, a singer-songwriter, the creator of an equine therapy program, a whaleman.
Wait. Did you say whaleman? Is it like Batman or Spider-Man? But with a whale costume. Because that sounds really cool.
Well, no. People call him that because he rescued whales from...
So, not a superhero?
Actually, he kind of was like a real-life superhero.
Marvel or DC? Because I really prefer Marvel. It's just...
Anyway, our reporter Max Nolan is standing by with our first interview. Over to you, Max.
She's been called the most beautiful woman in Newfoundland, but surely she's more than just a pretty face. Folks, please welcome Trifina Goff.
You can call me Fanny.
Well, thanks for being with us today, Fanny.
It's good to be here.
Fanny, we have no pictures of you, and we know very little information about you. So what can you tell us?
Well, very little is written about me, but there is a plaque located on Luke Drive across from the War Memorial. It's there because when I was a young woman, I had lots of suitors. Not to brag, but I had lots of marriage proposals. My heart belonged to only one, and we got engaged. Tragedy, though, because we both got sick and passed before we got married. So sad.
Yes, sad indeed. How did it feel being so popular?
Good, but popularity is not everything. To be honest, I don't know why I was so popular, but I would like to say thank you to the people who remembered my story.
Fanny Goff, thank you for being here.
Portugal Cove, on the edge of the world, there once lived a young girl, oh so fair.
The most beautiful girl on the island, they say. But oh, how I wish I could meet her today. Oh, saltwater heartbreaker broke this heart of mine. But oh, pretty Fanny had a different path in mind. And I'd like to think you were so much more than pretty. You were smart and you were kind, but they never heard your voice, 'cause you were gone before your time.
With a royal connection, straight from London town, they were destined to fall into line.
Your wedding was set, the big day drawing near, but who would have thought that your health would decline? Oh, saltwater heartbreaker broke this heart of mine. But oh, pretty Fanny had a different path in mind. And I'd like to think you were so much more than pretty. You were smart and you were kind, but they never heard your voice, 'cause you were gone before your time.
Quite often I wonder what she could have been, a doctor, a judge, a librarian.
But she's only remembered for body and face. The rest, well, it seems they've erased.
Here in Portugal Cove, on the edge of the world, there once lived a young girl, oh so fair.
Oh, so fair indeed. Next up, we'll meet conservationist, researcher, professor, organic farmer, and superhero. That's right, Kaylee Taylor is standing by with the whale man himself. Over to you, Kaylee. Well, thank you, Sadie. With me today is Mr. John Leon. Thanks for joining us today, John.
Well, thank you, youngster. It's good to be here.
So why are you called the whale man?
Well, I've been helping whales to set them free. When folks noticed I should have the nickname Whale Man, and it has stuck with me ever since.
What made you start saving the whales?
Well, I was bird watching one day when I noticed the whales started getting caught up in nets. I didn't think that was fair, so I decided to let them free.
John Leon, thank you for being here.
From the soul of a gentle giant, deep in the blue of the seas, a melody swirls underneath the waves. It's a song that has been set free. Getting caught in the ropes was a danger, so the whale man did his thing. He sang out a single under the waves. It was sound of a warning ping. are grateful for your kindness, for your life's work and devotion, for the ripples of a legacy proud. As I preach and the splash in the ocean.
You will get through this, and just like the whalemen will do, I'll be here on the coast, and together we'll get you. Untangled, when it feels like you can't breathe, I'll get you untangled. When the heavy nets of life are holding you down, I'll get you untangled, just like Mr. Liam did, untangled and heavy. You untangled, when it feels like you can't breathe, I'll get you untangled. When the heavy nets of life are holding you down, I'll get you untangled, just like Mr. Liam did, untangled and set free. Do you know the whaleman?
Tangled indeed. As we all know, the arts is a huge part of the culture of our province. Standing by is Georgia Metcalf with a well-known artist from right here in our very own neighborhood.
That's right, Gabe. Joining me today is the environmental artist and poet Marlene Creets. Welcome, Marlene.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Marlene, your approach to art is very unique and beautiful. Can you tell us about your work?
You know, when I go outside, everything astonishes me. In my garden, I see a lot of things that inspire me to do art. I use nature in my art, making sure that I do not disturb it. One time I put my hand on a tree and took a photo. Both the tree and my hand have aged. It inspired me.
What type of art do you do and where do you do it?
I do lots of types of art, like photography, video, poetry, and installations. I also do nature walks and guided tours through the boreal forest on my 6 acres of land.
Marlene Creets, thank you for being here.
White-throated sparrow's call. Thud. A yaffle of white birch dropped on the woodpile.
I'd like to take you on a walk through the woods to the spots where her woods belong.
She's a poet of the land, voice of the river, in the dark days of July, or in winter's cruel shiver. Art can't be anywhere along the salty shores. Art can't be anywhere by stepping out these doors.
The world can be a canvas, the world can be a brush. The trickle of the rattling brook, the winds that whisper hush. The trees that stand for centuries have stories in their rings. Everything astonishes, everything astonishes, ordinary things.
With blasty bows and no man's beard, a spark becomes a blaze. A January glitter storm can spark a land amaze.
The world can be a canvas, the world can be a brush. The trickle of the rattling brook, the winds that whisper hush. The trees that stand for centuries have stories in their rings. Everything astonishes, lives and the lives that came before us. Carrying words from life under to the touch, childlike wonder. Put your hand on a tree, buff of age, can't you see? I'd like to take you on a walk through the woods to the spots where her woods belong. Everything astonishes.
Astonishing indeed. Hey Gabe, have you ever heard of equine therapy?
Nay.
Well, today's your lucky day. Let's throw it over to Abel Sinyard to meet the amazing Aaron Gallant.
Yay!
I'm with the owner of Stable Life Incorporated and Spirit Horse, Aaron Gallant. How are you doing today, Aaron?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's good to be here.
And I see you've brought along a friend.
Yes, this is our horse, Tinker.
No!
Tinker's a bit of a sucker for the spotlight. You're so excited to be on Beachy TV, aren't you, Tink?
No!
Can you tell us a little bit about the program?
A few years ago, a friend of ours passed away from mental health struggles. Her name was Allie. Tinker was her best friend. Allie's parents wanted Allie's memory to help people who might be struggling. So the idea of Spirit Horse came to mind to help anyone who needed it.
Can you please tell us a little bit about how your company started?
We help children, youth, and adults through mental guidance with horses.
Aaron Gallant, thank you for being here.
Sometimes the struggle can make you feel defeated. That same struggle can bring you to where you're most needed.
And that's just what happened when Erin Gallant had a feeling.
She had an idea to find a path for those who need healing. Be here in this place. Be here to embrace where you've been and where you'll go. Take it slow. Whoa! Take your time. Feel your heartbeat. Soon you'll be back up on your feet. All you need to do, of course, is hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Muddy hooves and horseshoes, moving forward, tinkering away. Being in the moment, here we go, you're gonna be okay. Be here in this place. Be here to embrace where you've been and where you'll go. Take it slow. Whoa! Take your time, feel your heartbeat. Soon you'll be back up on your feet. All you need to do, of course, is hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. In this stable, you be able to jump, jump, jump the fence and here we go. Whoa! Take your time, feel your heartbeat. Soon you'll be back up on your feet.
Hold your horses indeed. Now it's time to meet the last of the 5 people in our neighborhood, someone very familiar with our school. Over to you, Charles.
We're with award-winning singer-songwriter Rachel Cousins. Thanks for joining us today, Rachel.
It's good to be here again.
Some of our viewers may know that Rachel is a former Beachy Cove student. She once walked these halls each and every day.
That's right. It's so nice to be back.
Tell us, Rachel, how did your career in the music industry come to be? What led you down this path?
Well, way back when I was little, I was in the musical Annie. As soon as the curtain went up and I started to perform, that's when I knew what I wanted to do.
Why do you write music, and what do you hope your music will do for people who listen to it?
I want to inspire people to sing along with my music and enjoy it. Helping people with their mental health is also very important to me, and I want to do this using music. Whenever I can promote mental wellness, I do it.
Rachel Cousins, folks, thanks for being here.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
It's a question they want all of us to answer.
Maybe a unicorn rider or a samurai ninja. Hi-ya!
A teacher or a hip-hop dancer. Well, years ago, in this very place, where we grow and play and learn, you bravely raised your hand up, and when it was your turn, little redhead girl, you knew the answer when they asked. Little redhead girl, sometimes you talk too much in class. You stood up on that stage, and the curtain lifted high.
You thought the sun will come out and my voice will rise.
And that's when you knew what you wanted to do. Now you inspire our call along the sea. Now you inspire me. When you walk these halls, when you walk these halls, did it ever seem like the wildest dream? I can never hear your voice beyond these walls. Now you stand so tall, but you were once so small. When you walk these halls, soon you said goodbye to bio readers, monkey paws, and bear paws.
And you stepped into a world of braces, Instagram and lip gloss. You bravely raised your hand up, and when it was your turn,
Redhead girl still knew the answer when they asked. Teenage redhead girl, sometimes you talk too much in class. And they called you names. You thought I'll close my eyes and let the music play. And that's when you knew what you wanted to do. Now you inspire our code along the sea. Now you inspire me. When you walk these halls, when you walk these halls, did it ever seem like the wildest dream? Like they never hear your voice beyond these walls. Now you stand so tall, but you were once so small. When you walk these halls, I could never be without a melody, the healing that it brings to open up and sing. I would never thrive without a tune stuck in my mind. Makes me feel alive to hear my music brought to life. than any record sales our spotlight could provide.
The most important thing of what we do is deep inside.
Your caring and your healing makes a heart and mind feel strong.
And that's the gift you give us all in song.
Walk these halls. When you walk these halls, did it ever seem like the wildest dream? Like they never hear your voice beyond these walls. Now you stand so tall, but you were once so small. When you walk these halls, when you walk these halls.
She walked these halls indeed. Well, folks, we've come to an end of our celebration of the people in our neighborhood today. Tune in next time for a look at...
Hold on. If we're celebrating important people in our neighborhood, don't you think we should sing about someone right here in our school?
Well, that's true. We've just met 5 people who have contributed to our community in meaningful ways. What could be more meaningful than someone who helps keep a school running smoothly so young learners just like Rachel can grow emotionally, intellectually, and socially?
I'm thinking about someone that's been here for many years. Everyone knows her. Everyone loves her. Over to you, Valerie, for our surprise 6th song.
Thank you, Sadie. We just met 5 people who have contributed to our community in meaningful ways. What could be more meaningful than someone who keeps the place running smoothly so young learners, just like Rachel, can grow emotionally, intellectually, and socially. Please welcome someone very familiar to the staff and learners of Beachy Cove Elementary School. She is a brilliant at her job and is the first line of defense in the office. Our amazing secretary, Lisa Morgan. Tell us about yourself, Miss.
Well, I'm the secretary, so I deal with anything and everything. Also, my daughter Ella is just absolutely amazing, gorgeous, and a genius. She is just the best child you could ever ask for. What about me? Oh yeah, and Henry too. He's all right.
Well, Miss Morgan, we all wanted to say thank you for being here. Our final song is especially for you from the students and staff at our school.
In our school's office space, there's a bright, friendly face. The first face that everybody sees. She's been here for a while, with a bright, friendly smile. You're so lucky she's here at BCE. She'll batten down the hatches, put band-aids on our scratches, steering this ship on our journey, our trip. She'll comfort us when we're upset. Through these years we will never forget.
oh, it's good to be here.
Well, folks, thank you for joining us today.
Well, folks, thank you for joining us today, and we hope you learned a bit more about the people in our neighborhood.
Thank you so long from all of us here at Beachy TV's Puma News, right in Portugal Cove, St. Phillips.
Good. Can you do all that again and way slower? Sure. Highly technical.
The other thing, Sadie, you got to make sure you stand up on that because we couldn't see any of you from the back here. I got that.
I'll get Gorilla Computer.
Yeah, I do got Gorilla.
Okay, what time is it? Why don't we run this whole song? And everybody in the group up here, all of you guys, if you feel like you want to sing along on the chorus, you could sing, "Thank you for all that you do, because we have people like you. It's good to be here. Whoa, oh, 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 it's good to be here." Do you want to try that, everybody? So thank you for all. Ready? And so thank you for all that you do,
because we have people like you. It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
Good. Just do one whoa, oh, oh. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Are we ready?
Are we starting it over?
Here we go. Oh. Yeah, and Sadie and Gabe, you got to be ready. Make sure, look at it now so that you're not reading it for the first time when you're standing up. And be nice and loud. Here we go. In our school's office space, there's a bright, friendly face. The first face that everybody sees. She's been here for a while, with a bright, friendly smile. We're so lucky she's here at BCE. Batten down the hatches, put band-aids on our scratches, steering the ship on our journey, our trip. She'll comfort us when we're upset. Through these years we will never forget. So thank you for all that you do, because we have people like you. It's good to be here. Oh, 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 oh. It's good to be here. So next time we see you, Miss Morgan, we'll give you a big squishy hug. We'll shout hip hip hooray, 'cause Miss Morgan, you slay. I guess what we're trying to say is thank you for all that you do, because we have people like you. It's good to be here. Oh, oh, oh. It's good to be here.
Well, folks, thank you for joining us today, and we hope you learned a bit more about the people in our neighborhood.
Thank you so long from all of us here on Beachy TV's Puma News in Portugal Cove, St. Phillips.
Thank you for all that you do, because we have people like you. It's good to be here. Oh, oh, oh. It's good to be here. Oh, oh, oh. Because we have people like you. It's good to be here.
couldn't agree more. It is great to be here. I got a card a couple of years ago at the end of the school year from a learner here at the school that said, "You are so lucky to work here," and I couldn't agree more. Oh, sorry, Mr. Brown's getting used to me. We do have a few people that we want to thank just before we leave. Some of the people that you've heard about and learned about today are here with us, and we'd like to acknowledge them. We'd also like to acknowledge Mr. Brazel, who was able to take time out of his busy schedule to join us today to celebrate people in his neighborhood. And here's my helpers. So joining us this afternoon, we have Miss Marlene Creeds, and she's joining us. She's done a lot of work with our learners, actually. She's an environmental and creative artist in our community. So thank you for joining us, Marlene. We do have a little something for you. Rachel couldn't be here with us today. Rachel Cousins, who's a musician and also a Beachy Cove alumni. She couldn't be here with us because she's in Toronto doing some business, but her parents are here, so we'd like them to come up and accept if they're here with us. Oh, maybe they're coming this afternoon. Okay. And I don't think Miss Erin Gallant made it. She's coming this afternoon. Miss Morgan is here joining us, took time out of her office, so please come up, Miss Morgan. And representing the town of Portugal Cove, St. Phillips, we have Miss Julie Palmer-Sparrow and Mr. Michael Little. Oh, Erin is here. Oh, please come up, Erin. Sorry. Erin is the owner of CNAL here in the Cove. I think, is Julie here? Julie, if you could come up, she's going to accept Trifina's because obviously Trifina couldn't make it today. Thank you so much to all of you for taking time out of your busy day. We won't keep you any longer, other than to say we have a special presentation for Mr. McDavid for all the work he's done. Oh, and Mrs. Cousins is here. My goodness, I'm going to lose this job this afternoon. What we've presented our special guests with today is a copy of their song that was written for them by the learners. But we have a special presentation for Mrs. Leon, John Leon's wife, and his son is with us this afternoon as well. So we have a copy of the song for you.
Amazing. Thank you. Oh, look.
And I know Kyle mentioned him this morning, but none of this would have happened without Mr. Shoemaker. Last spring, when ArtSmarts proposals were due at the end of May, he came and said, "What can we do?" We had a little brainstorming session, and we came up with people in your neighborhood. And from that quiet, calm, small discussion came what you see here today. And 6 months of hard work that Mr. McDavid has done with all of your children. So we're so very proud of them, and we're so very thankful. We have a small presentation to be proud. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. McDavid for the final word.
Thank you. I'll be very quick. I know it's hot in here. I just want to say big thanks to the staff and all the teachers here at Beachy Cove. It's been incredible. They've been so supportive, having me invade the school every couple times a month. And a huge thank you to your kids. They are so creative, so full of empathy and kindness. That's what really struck me working on this. I wish you could all have been a fly on the wall when we were brainstorming these songs and learning about these amazing people. The things that came out of their mouths were like, it chokes me up just thinking of it. So yeah, I was really proud of all of you guys, and I hope everybody has an amazing summer. Thank you very much for being here.